What's good, man? We back. Your boy Battle Truth. So, bro, you say you was already positioned and moved up into the ranks from the streets.
Right.
So it didn't happen in the joint.
Not a jailhouse time.
So when did you go to penitentiary?
I was 17.
Caught your first case penitentiary. So how was that different than the juvenile place? Like,
it was well organized. It's almost like being in, I ain't gonna say boot camp because we had a ball.
Y'all had a ball?
Yeah, you know, like being in the Illinois prisons, inmates ran the joint.
Right. Ain't like right now.
No, they got it all back.
Yeah, the inmates really ran it then.
Yeah. So we had, you know, chains on,
right,
jewelry,
the bone boxes.
Oh man, we were
tape decks.
The only thing that reminded you was in prison was either the gate or the wall. That's how beautiful it was. You know what I mean?
How fluent was drugs in the prison?
But juvenile and adult, it always been fluent.
So it was just going through like nothing. It's really out there.
Yeah, I think that truly you would probably have more drug use coming from individuals in prison than anywhere, you know, because they oppressed.
Right.
And when people oppressed, they try to find a way to free their mind.
Right.
So now you're looking for a drug or a drink, or, you know what I mean?
Right.
All this pressure.
Right.
And when pressure will bust a pipe.
Right. And you can smoke everywhere and everything.
Oh man, look, you know, guys ODing in the joint.
Right.
You know what I mean? How many people can I say I've seen OD on the street? Very few. In the joint, several.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So drugs is always present.
Okay, so you in there, it's entirely different than the juvenile place, but it was open.
Yeah.
It was open.
Very open.
Okay. Now, how was it different though? Like this what I mean by that. Like
far as being organized, you know, we was in juvenile, we had a little structure,
right,
but not way as much as in the joint. You know what I mean?
Right,
where you learn the politics of if you smart.
Right.
Because everybody don't learn it, and that's why they continue to suffer, you know, time in and time out, because, you know, you're not knowing what it's really about and what's really going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's all about power and money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, it ain't like individuals out here, you know, at that time really trying to liberate the community from all the crime. Let me say that. You know what I mean? They ain't no what they call them, activists. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, it was different. But the prison, it was organized. You know, and then the older guys are there, and then now you're dealing with guys who have been direct
contact with
the top leaders of every gang in Chicago.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You were there with them, some of them?
Excuse me, social club.
You were there with them?
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them, okay. So you 17 though at this time. So do they look at you like that, or?
Well, we you know, when you go into the adult joint at that time, we hear what's called a screening process. Right. So when they find out what you is, you know, do the shake your paper, fill that out, you know, and it's in there about, you know, what laws that you know about whatever social club you're in. Right. So, you know, I got it.
Why was that so important to be screened when you go through that?
Because you may know something that we don't know, or you need to be taught. Right. You know what I mean? Right. To make sure you understand how the system really works here, you know? Right. It's like being in the military for real. Right. You know, you speak when you're spoken to. You move when you're told to move.
And it also keeps the peace throughout the prison.
Right. I keep everybody in check. Right. We're, you know, every social club and this joint is running a similar program.
Right.
You know, other than that, it'd be chaos every day. You come out, people stab and kill it.
Right. And jacking off people's time and all that stuff. So you got to have structure to not only protect the individual, but the other people that's a part of it too. Right.
But actually, you're right, because what happens is all law is made. When they make a law, and they come out with a law, I don't care what country, what state, what social club, that law is to protect you from your own people.
Right. And is that why you said
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and is that why you also said that most of your confrontation came from
your own people?
Your own people, right? And I told people that too before, like, usually in the joint, your problem ain't gonna be with the opposition. No. It's gonna be with your own, because you be like discipline our own.
Right. And then you can't just individually out of nowhere try to kick off something with your adversaries.
Right.
Because you're not in charge.
Right, you're not in charge. Right.
You're in charge, man. You do something here, they line to whoop you to death.
Right.
I'm talking about literally whoop you to death.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to.
Did you have some people like that though who tried to kick things off without?
No, because as soon as you come in,
they already know.
We own you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come in, we're gonna check you in. Look, what is you? This and that. And I can just tell by the first time I talk to you.
Is you gonna be a problem?
Yeah. I can tell by your character. You know,
so you was actually one of the person that screened people? You was one of those? Or you just did it just on the strength that we were brothers and you know what I'm saying? What was you a screener, or was you just, oh, this is part of the brother, so you just talking to him and like, oh, you gonna be a problem. Watch it.
I was real respected, so if the screening process,
you well respected too?
Well respected.
Okay.
Because you got guys here that know me from the juvenile joint.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at this age, I'm well, you know, dug in that, you know what I mean?
You were well in even at the age of 17?
Yeah. Man, listen, I was on the street with guys when I got out when I was 15 and 16, who was connected directly with
the head people.
Right. So, you know, I'm going in the joint, they know me from the, you know, this guy.
Right.
You know, so the reason why we do a screening is to find out who you are.
Right. So you just can't say, hey, I'm such and such.
No, we're gonna
from where and who up on.
We're gonna shut you down.
Right.
Basically, until we find out somebody on the streets that know you.
Right.
You can't even represent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't hold.
Right.
Until we find out who you are. And then from there we go from there with.
So it ain't like now, like how like a lot of people
you can go right online.
Yeah, and be something.
Yeah, the stars on your face, your body, and neck.
Right. You ain't been verified or nothing. Right.
And the times is different now because, you know, when we was coming about, you know, all the leaders were still directly in contact with the streets.
Right.
You know, so after the 90, about 98, 99, everybody was gone.
Like you mean like wiped off the streets, all the like people of importance were gone off the streets?
All the leaders, most of them anyway.
Which actually is one of the reasons why the streets is so
chaos.
Is that one of the reasons why? Let's talk about that then, because in Chicago, which is actually that like
murder capital of the world.
Yeah, but not only that, you know, it was gang capital. You get what I'm saying? Like
always have been.
Right, and well
since Al Capone.
Right. So, but it was
before
and it was a structure to it too. Oh, see. Yeah, let's talk about that, because you know how like in Chicago it used to be at a time, this whole area would be this. This whole area would be that. Now it's like
it's all mixed up.
It's cliques. Yeah. Like instead of this area now got 20, 30 different cliques. You know what I'm saying?
And they all up under the same star.
And warring and killing each other.
Right. By street names now.
Why do you
know what I'm saying?
Why? Why do you believe that's so? Why do you believe that's so?
Because you don't have no leadership no more. So now you can't control these neighborhoods. It's very simple.
So break down
how I get like that,
and the prisons, how they kept
how
the order to
relevant.
And how they kept it ordered
before everything was
and like you say, how everybody gone now.
Right. So back then, even some of the top leaders was in the joint. So they're in there together. So whenever it's a problem, they will communicate. And man, I'm the king of my people, you the king of your people. And we get together, we having a problem that we may see as a serious problem down the line, we correct it. Because I holler at you, you holler at me, and you like, hey, tell your next man in command out there when he come visit you, look, man. I tell them, and if they don't, you start making examples out of people, you know, and trust me, it'll be right. That's how you control it. Now, when you take these guys out of sync, what happened to their cliques? Their crew, I mean, they guys, they break up. You know, I'll tell you a perfect example of how you destroy an organization, whether it's legal or illegal, right? Okay. You start from the top of it and you kill the head. Okay. Now, even though the body is still strong, you got a head, you got your shoulders, you got your feet, you know, you got your hands. All right. But nobody's in charge of the whole body no more. So your shoulders said, fuck that, I'm going to break a piece out. We're going to be this over here. But we're still going to represent that stop. But we just ain't fucking with the other show. You know what I mean? And before you know it, components. That's what it becomes. Okay. And that's what you did. The body become components. Each part is on its own. But the head kept a order. Kept the body in line. Kept it in line. Can't move without the head. And the head will make decisions based upon the whole body, best interest. Not everything separated on the head is gone. It's annihilated, literally. You know what I mean? And if you're not, see, when you try to be a nation within a nation, you're gonna have problems. What you mean by a nation within a nation? What you mean by it? That means you are naturally a United States citizen, right? So you already belong to a mob. To the United States, right? You're a citizen of the United States, right? Now you're gonna try to create another nation within that nation. And another nation within that nation, because that's what you're doing when you're creating cliques. You know what I mean? So they become contrary to the other. Right. Which causes the problem. Because you gotta remember this, when you're dealing with Chicago, if you go back to the 60s and stuff like that, they were already in cliques. And then one guy be able to grab, Jeff Ford, he grabbed the main, he had the main 21. Blackest Owned Nation. Different neighborhoods, sets, and they brought them all together. Like a council. Yeah. But he the head. Right. Main 21. So when you look at it like that, then you take that head away and you annihilate that from having any say-so with what's happening on the street. I can't talk to you. I'm talking to you from a phone that's being recorded. So what the hell can I tell you? How can I run something in this predicament? I can't. So what do? I give it to you. Give it to a guy out there and say, hey, you run it. Now the other guy's looking at him like, we don't respect. We know who he is, but who are you? Yeah. Well, first of all, you're not even from this neighborhood. So you can come over here and tell all of us what to do. I don't think so. You know what I mean? And there's many people like that, So now you supposed to be out here calling it, but you scared to death. Right. Hold up, man, you put me in the hot seat. I ain't trying to mess these young cats like that, man. They looking at you like, man, that's no more of that. If dude ain't out here selling, man, you got some problems. Which reminds me of when I got to where I was at. Right. And remember the guy was like, oh, I got that now. Yeah. And I'm like, in the joint, yeah. I said,
Them dudes ain't finna listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, he was like, yeah, tell your brother. He said, I got that now. I'm like, listen, man.
Oh, we used to tell you.
Yeah. And then remember, I put you on the phone with him. I was so scared, man. I said, oh my gosh, ain't no telling what he telling this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy because remember when I first got to the joint, it was funny. I was in the whole RC. You got to go to receiving. You got to go 30 days in receiving to make sure you're okay before you get the population, so they won't just put you in there with the other inmates in case you got
murder,
disease, things like that. Make sure you right in the gangs and stuff. You with your people, you know. So Big Bro had put me up on game. It was so funny. Big Bro was like, hey, he said you got to get to the board and let them know about this situation. And it was funny because I didn't know about the situation. I said, what situation? Then bro give me the game like, look, such and such is in there where y'all at.
Right.
When they was on the street, they wasn't with us. But since they've been in prison, now they a part of what we is.
Right.
And they got rank, you know? And one of our guys and them got some bad history. Yeah. Big Bro telling me I have to get to the board to let them know this because they don't know before one of our brothers get hurt. So bro telling me this now, I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, dang. Okay. So I said, it was funny. Because soon bro tell me this.
It's going down.
Later on. But bro tell me this. I'm like, I'm in receiving. You like, you still in receiving? I'm like, yeah, I'm in receiving. I can't even get the population. You like, yeah, but when you get the population, you got to tell them because they gonna be on it. Cause you know the mob don't play. No. So you like they gonna be on it. So you gotta let them know because they gonna get dude if they don't know about this information.
Right.
So I said, damn. All right. Then I see dude who one of us. It was funny because I'm looking at him and I'm noticing he a little
his body language. He all shook up.
Yeah, he all shook up because he know
what he did.
Right. But what's crazy is this was crazy. I'm about to go down to get the key to where I'm going.
To your room.
You tell me who the two guys is, but I don't know who they is. But they already know who I am. Yeah.
See, that's what I was telling you when you was asking about the juvenile and then going into the adult joint.
Right.
You already know when you get there
who
people waiting on you. They actually waiting on you.
And it was crazy because I got my key, but it ain't the clear walk where it's open for people.
This is a good conversation. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you something. You're not just a danger. Well, our guys not just in danger; they are in danger too. Cause see, you have knowledge of something they don't know about that ain't been told yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, really, it is their thing was to intervene and cut you off from getting to tell the other stories. See, that's what they're trying to do.
And it goes back to what you said at first about losing control of the street. Because while you on the streets and I'm in the joint, that's your guy.
Right.
So regardless to what, if you touch him, you know what's up when you get here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like two different worlds.
Right.
But what's crazy?
They definitely would have got punished.
Right. I go get my key. I go get the key.
Right.
Cause you know I never saw them. Cause they was already in the joint before I got there.
Right.
So I got my key. It ain't pop for everybody.
Right.
It's you know how like the prison shut down, you know, it ain't free rent. So ain't nobody impact. Right. But they telling you go down and unit such and such and get your key to. So when I go out to go get the key, you know, it ain't nobody really out there. I'm like all the way at the other end, basically. I hear this dude like, hey, you. Well, I'm on my way back. And I'm looking, but ain't nobody out there.
Right.
He talking to me. He calling as he coming.
Right.
He like, hey, ain't you his brother? You know what I'm saying? Ain't you T brother? I don't know though.
Right. He know though.
Right. I know your background.
Right.
But I don't know it. See what I'm saying? Because a lot of things I heard about, but don't know about. Right. Some things I do know about, some things I don't. Right. So I'm like, damn. In my head, like, what did he? I don't know if he's friend or foe. Right. He like, ain't you T brother? As he coming up, I'm like, damn man, what did this nigga do? I say, if it's on, it's on. Right.
But in a case like that, ain't no running from it.
Right. Can't run.
Get it out the way,
but in my mind, right. But he asking me, am I your brother? Right. You get what I'm saying? So and I never saw this dude before.
Right. But he and that's crazy because how would he know?
Right. He ain't even on the unit or nothing.
Unless, because he in the joint. When you come, when I bring you back down there, that nigga already in the joint.
Right. Years already done took place. Yeah. Right. So, and that was crazy about me. It's like he went looking for me, but then I found something out though when I was in there. The free, remember you said the inmates ran the joints at first, but the free reign they gave leadership. They was giving the leaderships reign to come on units.
What?
Yeah.
Administration, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They was giving it. I started seeing it afterwards. When I first got there, that's what it was. Then when he told me, he said, ain't you his brother? Ain't you T brother? And I'm like, dang. But I didn't know who it was. Right. And then it dawned on me.
Spoke of these people.
Right. We never even had a conversation. Remember, I didn't know nothing about it till I got there. Then you told me other histories that I wasn't aware of. So I'm saying to myself, like, dang, what did bro do? Because you got to pass. You get what I'm saying? And I know I'm in a world that's unfamiliar to me. Right. It's my first time in prison. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I never had no juvenile case. I went straight to prison.
It's like being on another planet.
Right. And I'm like, dang, what? So when I'm saying, hell, it is what it is. We the only two out here. Even though this dude was buff, now he ain't lifting weights and stuff. I'm like, I say, yeah, that's my brother. He said, what unit you going to? I said, I'm going to unit 14. He said, I'm finna get you sent over there with me where I'm at. You smoke weed? You do? I'm like, no, I don't do none of that. He said, you gonna come over there with me? I said, no, I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Then I got back. No, that's when he introduced himself. He said, my name is such and such. You know me? You heard of me? I was like, nope. Nah, I don't know. He's like, yeah, well, I'm such and such. I was like, oh, okay. Then that's when I said, oh, this is bro was telling me about. Say, okay, that's him. I saw him, but it's another one. What other one? We go to child.
Oh, that's what keep going.
We go to child. Dude clinging tight to me like. He clinging tight to me like.
I imagine so.
I'm in there, then I hear a voice like, no, they didn't. I know they didn't send you down here. I'm looking around. Look, everybody in line, so everybody looking like, what are you talking? He just standing there like he don't know it's him. But he know they talking to him.
Yeah, he know it.
Then it dawned on me like, dang, I guess that's the other dude bro was telling me about. Then he like, nah, they sent you down here? Dude, loud like. So even the officers and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to get some help, that's why he's screaming.
Yeah, he like, okay. Right, he said, okay. I say, oh, this dude, this was funny, man. This part funny. I got my tray. He right on the side of me. The officers on the end of the line directing people by the fours. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Start over there now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go to the table.
Right. I got the tray. I'm timing it because it's 2 different lines going on.
You try to get out the way.
Look, he like, I'm acting like I'm getting the silverware, you know, straw, the cup to get the drink thing. He like 1, 2. I take off the line. He's like, you 4, you right there. Dude try to come with me though. He stopped him. He say to me, he's like, you there, you there. You know what I'm saying? So we was celebrating. Next thing I know, bro, real talk. This other dude come out. Dude go in the back. Another dude come out like twice the size as him. He come lean over the pole. He like, I don't know what's being said. I know he like, and dude just sitting there eating like he don't know what's going on.
He didn't even get ready to defend himself?
No. Dude just got to wiping the floor with him. Like, then, you know, the towel in the middle of the child. Yeah, he left that down, shotguns out. Everybody got to get on the ground. Get on the ground, everybody.
So he was fighting him by himself?
Yeah, one dude. All over him. You know what I'm saying? Then I come back and call and tell you. I say, man, they got him. You like, what? I said, they got him. They got him in the child hall. I couldn't get to the board. But then when I did get the population and got to the board, they all knew who he was. One of the dudes named, he's from Chicago. I think he was, I think his name was Slim. He was real tall and skinny though. Older brother, you know what I'm saying? I think he had like a gap in his mouth or a teeth missing it, like in the front. But he was like, he said, this is what I want to tell you about too. He said, he said, your brother. He said, I want to tell you, your brother is an outstanding member. He did a lot for the mob, the organization. You know what I'm saying? I don't, is that a title or is that a saying? Like when they say you're an outstanding member, is that a title?
That's a title.
So it's not a person just giving you props. That's a title. So if a person address you as an outstanding member, that's a position.
It's just a title, like basically just saying that you are, well, you have been known to be one of the most active members.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I've done a lot of different things. So.
Right. That was crazy because it was like, I was like, dang, man, bro, oh my gosh. And you was like, it seemed like I had a tag on me, but it was a tag of safety at the same time. I was tagged, but it was a tag of safety too. It was like, that's his brother. So, but you know, I carry myself G anyway. Right. So and I don't got no enemies. Right. So it's no big deal. But you remember your own. Then remember I got transferred and went down there where dude was. Right. He knew about you and he was scared. But he was trying to use me as a means to break the ice with you. Because he was on the way finna come out. And he was trying to say like he wanted to take over and run things. And I'm saying to myself like, oh, you gonna get killed out there, man. Because it was crazy, because they told me, this was funny. They used to call me Lil D, some of them, you know. Right. Lil D. Right. They like, ain't you, Lil D, ain't you from the D? I'm like, yeah, why? He like, y'all on TV. Go to TV. Lamar fighting with the police. Yeah, I remember that. Like, y'all on the news. I'm saying, dang, man. Say, that's like, dang, y'all wild out there, ain't you? I'm like, that's crazy. Then Treadell, he was like, hey, holler at your brother for me. And I'm like, yeah, no idea what you asking me to do, man. He's like, yeah, I just want to talk to him. I'm like, but then I'm saying to myself, like, this crazy because he run the joint. He run the joint. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, man. A little who? No.
It's always secrets. I know more. You know, secrets is the power. Secrets is the power to success. You know what I mean? So
yeah. You think about it that way. Yeah.
When that happened with fam in that institution, right?
Right.
The guy that was in that institution, who was calling it, I think his name was Art Dog, something like that.
It sounds real familiar too.
He was on the run from the Max joint for breaking some serious codes.
Okay. He told you?
They told me.
Oh.
Because they put him in charge.
What did you say to him on the phone? I
was one of the guy
the one who told me to get you on the phone. So
the one that was running the joint?
Tridell, yeah.
Well, I talked to him for a minute, and
I was nervous as hell. You know that?
Once, basically he was in compliance with whatever I wanted to do. So,
but I'm talking about at first though.
No, he got on right as soon as he got on the line.
Right, but I'm saying at first though.
When I first talked to him?
No, I'm talking about when he told me to get you on the phone.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because I know it wasn't going to go well. No. By what he was saying before.
Oh, wait a minute. You said, what's his name was?
Tridell.
Tridell.
Yeah. You probably never saw him. Because I doubt if he even came that way then.
No, he didn't.
Couldn't have.
But he was on his way out the joint. I talked to him.
Right, because I called you.
Yeah, to come to find out. And he didn't know nobody. I'm gonna check your credentials.
Right.
To see who sent you, who gave you that, who did that. See if you authentic or not. You know what I mean? So when I checked the credentials of the brother, I found out that there was some shaky leaves on that tree.
But you know what's crazy though? But
I'll call you out on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sit down.
But
I put this out.
But that's why I said I was a little nervous because I know what he was saying, and then asking to get you on the phone. It's not finna go well. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the other brothers knew it. Because at that time, me, Lionel, LG, Brian, Tez, we all was there.
No.
And they the one put me up on game on it. Like he talking about he got the D. I'm like, huh?
Oh, not your dick.
I was on the U. It was Tridell.
It was Hook.
That was in
Graham. So this other guy was saying he's gonna come and do what?
Yeah.
Oh, he would.
Look, this what I'm telling you. You see, you don't even remember.
I don't remember that guy even saying that to me. But I remember talking to him on the phone. But I thought you was giving him the phone like,
No, he asked me to call you because he wanted to make sure his
say something on the station.
His thing was that he wanted you to work with him, but you under him, rather than him under you. Mm. And we was like, amongst us, he run the joint.
Right. He does.
So he calling it over the joint.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying like, damn, man, here I go again. In a different prison joint, here go again with somebody different. So I'm like, he like, hey, get your brother on the phone, man, and let him know I want to talk to him. I want to see if he gonna be willing to work with me when I get there. I'm like, I said, because they had already told me though. Then because he was telling everybody, bragging about it.
What are you gonna do?
Right. Then I get there, then they like, that's his brother. Then I'm on the same unit with him. So he like, hey, that's your brother? I'm like, he like, how he like? I'm like, what you mean? How he like?
No, I just told you.
He like, yeah.
Shake him.
Yeah, he like, yeah, how he like? Like, you know, is he? I'm like, man, he running. You know what I'm saying? He like, but I'm saying like, he got an attitude problem. Is he? Like, look, man. That's all. Look, that's my brother. I don't know how he is to other people to some degree. Right. That's family. So how he treat me don't mean to treat you like that. You know what I'm saying? But he like, yeah, because I want you to get him on the phone. I want to talk to him, see if he's willing to work with me. And Tez was just telling me about him. And we were talking amongst each other like, he's gonna get killed. You know what I'm saying?
They know it.
Yeah. We knew it. He like, they're gonna kill him out there. He go out there with that. I think he knew it too. So he was trying to work on me when he found out we were real brothers and was trying to get me to mediate. I'm not mediating nothing. And I wouldn't be calling if he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, over the joint, because now, you know, it's dirty things within that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, like, I don't even want to call him. You get what I'm saying? I'm
glad you did though, because I shut him down.
But I knew it wasn't gonna go well.
Right. Yeah.
And I know
it ain't gonna go.
Ain't no telling. Yeah. Cause you know, I ain't want you putting, you know, cause ain't no telling what. I know how you is, so I don't even know telling what. But I'm thinking about me like, damn, I still gotta pay here. You get what I'm saying? And then he run the whole joint. Right. So I'm like, oh my gosh, but I ain't got no choice. I'm like, hey, bro, dude want to talk to you. Like, what you want to talk to me about? Like, man, put that nigga on the phone. I said, oh my gosh, man, this is crazy. I said, oh, dude, I said, hey, brother on the phone, man. He said, oh, okay. He goes phone. I go to something else. I'm gone. I went gone somewhere else. I come back. He had this look on his face, but his energy was different. Like, then I was like, you good? Like, yeah, I'm good. I go, all right. I'm laughing like that. But he was kind of like, as far as like distance from me since then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was quiet after that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that was the place where I met this other dude who was there for a long time and knew you too. You know what I'm saying? And they were just saying like, man, they always said good things about you though. But that was the crazy thing. I never knew about you. See, I never knew that. You get what I'm saying? Now I knew how things was when we were there, but I didn't know. See, when I got there, you was done. You know what I'm saying? You was basically done. And it was like you were just keeping us in the right, trying, you know what I'm saying? And it was done. You was who you was. You know what I'm saying?
And it came out the field.
But hold on, wait. Gotta say something.